let's preview the games. So we'll do Chiefs Ravens first. Yeah, I think I think this is a really highly contested game. I think this is going to be relatively close because I just think both defenses are pretty good. And I think that I don't think Kansas City has seen anything like Baltimore's defense up to this point in the season. So I think the game remains tight, and I think it comes down to a few some plays in the second half, and I just think the Ravens are going to make them. Now, I've heard this argument the whole week. You can't bet against Mahomes. Like, how can you bet against Mahomes? And I'm just like, well, I don't know. I remember the Super Bowl against Tampa. I remember the playoff game against Cincinnati where they lost at home. Like, the AFC Championship against the Patriots. Like, yeah, I remember Mahomes losing. He has lost some games, just to break it to everybody. It's not this isn't the way we remember Michael Jordan, where we think he never lost any games. So I do think it's possible for them to lose, and I just think the Ravens are the better team. I think they're the side to take. Could Mahomes flip the game if it comes down to one or two plays in the fourth quarter? Maybe, but I expect the Ravens to, by the time we get to the second half, they're going to have a pretty good handle on this game. And when it comes to physicality, I just think the Ravens are just superior.
Yeah. It's, look, and I've been saying this multiple times. The Chiefs aren't going to win the Super Bowl every single year. Okay? That's not how this works. You don't win the Super Bowl every single year. Even Brady couldn't do that. You don't even make the Super Bowl every single year. Okay? So I just find it hilarious, well, you can't bet against Mahomes. That's not a take. Okay? That's not okay, I guess it is a take, but it's a really crappy take. It's way too simplistic. Okay? Because if you're just saying you can't bet against Mahomes, then that just ignores any context having anything to do with it. It's like, okay, guys, you think the Chiefs offense has totally figured things out after playing two banged up defenses 2 weeks in a row? And, all season long, the receivers couldn't get open. They couldn't catch the damn ball. And Travis Kelce looked like he was done. Or not done, but he looked like he was on the, he's really on the decline. And then all of a sudden, after 2 weeks playing banged up defenses, I'm supposed to believe their offense has fixed everything? And I'll level with you. If the Chiefs go out and their offense looks good against the Ravens, then fine. I'll pick the Chiefs to win the Super Bowl. Okay? But I still need to see more. Okay? And people are like, well, how can you say that? I'm like, I know they've won 2 Super Bowls with Mahomes. I get it. They've been to the Super Bowl a bunch of times. They've been to the AFC Championship a bunch of times. Mahomes is really good. I get it. But, I'm sorry. I need to see more. Now, the concern you have is that really Lamar Jackson's played one really good playoff game last week. I would think that he's kind of crossed over a little bit. He's got more talent around him this time. And I think his offensive coordinator showed last week he knows how to adjust, because they were getting pressured last week, and it's in the first half they didn't really know how to adjust to it. And then the second half they kind of took over. And I just think, people like Nick Wright are just saying, oh, well, Lamar Jackson's going to have a bunch of trouble dealing with the pressure. And I'm like, yeah, maybe, but you don't think they're going to run the ball? The Bills ran the ball up and down the field on the Chiefs last week. You don't think the Ravens can do the same thing or better?
Yeah, and the Ravens played the 49ers. The 49ers were putting pressure on them. It didn't matter. So right. I don't. I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't think either one of these defenses is really capable of just, all right, that's it. We're just going to completely shut down everything they do. And you can throw out all the past stuff with the Ravens. This is a completely different Ravens team. Okay, new offense, new offensive coordinator, better weapons. Like, the whole thing is completely different. So I don't buy any of those past numbers for Lamar have anything to do with what happens in this game. And you've seen, the Chiefs can be run on. Teams have run the ball on them really well. So I just think I don't think the Chiefs are going to have enough. And I think the Ravens have 2-3 guys that they can they can control Travis Kelce with. They've got, good enough corners to keep, the Chiefs, let's face it, not great receivers in check. So yeah, I'm not saying it's not going to be competitive, but if you're asking me, from what I've seen from this season, I don't see how you can't pick the Ravens. You just, if you're watching the games,
they've been the best team all year long. And again, look, here's the other thing. It's just maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the Chiefs win the game. So what, I'm supposed to apologize for picking the Ravens or something? I don't understand this. What do you want me to do?
Yeah. No, listen, it's possible in a close game. Anything's possible.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't think either team's going to pull away and that could, who knows, maybe Mahomes will come through in the fourth quarter and something will happen. Who knows? But I think Bill Simmons made a good point here that Travis Kelce is like good for parts of games now. Like he can't be great for 3.5 hours. Like he can give you an hour and a half. He can get, so that's the other thing. It's just I just don't buy what I saw from the Chiefs. I don't buy that that's going to happen long term. I don't think Marquez Valdez-Scantling is going to turn into Jerry Rice. I just don't. I'm sorry. I don't buy it.
Yeah.
Anyway, all right.